students of class 12 in accountancy subject. Last day we have discussed about the accounting treatment, that means preparation of accounts of on the account of dissolution of firm. Last day I told you that we need to close all the books of the firm when the firm is going to be dissolved. But when the books of the firm are to be closed, we have to open 3 accounts. That means we have to maintain 3 accounts for realization of assets, for settlement of liabilities, for finding the profit loss on realization, and to settle the accounts of the partners. So these 3 accounts are one by one called realization account, as I told you, then partners capital accounts, and last one is cash account or bank account. So these 3 accounts are normally opened when a firm is going to be dissolved. Now what are included in these 3 accounts? That means what are the contents of 3 accounts, in what order they are prepared, how they are balanced, and what is done with their balance. That is going to be discussed today. First of all, realization account. It is a nominal account prepared on dissolution of a firm. It is prepared to determine the gain or loss on realization of assets and payment of liabilities. That means this account is a nominal account, like PL account, trading account, as you have done in class 11, or you have done revaluation account before this chapter. So this is that type of account. It is prepared only on the dissolution of a firm. Remember, when the firm is dissolved, we have to prepare realization account. But when the partnership is dissolved, we had prepared what? Revaluation account. So here we are not going to prepare revaluation account, but we are going to prepare realization account. Okay. It is prepared to determine the gain or loss on realization of assets and payment of liabilities. You know that when the partnership firm is dissolved, then all the assets are paid, all the assets are realized, that is sold, and all the liabilities are paid. So on account of such a sale of asset or payment of liabilities, there may be some profit or loss. So that is called gain or loss on realization, gain or loss. This gain or loss from this account is transferred to partners capital account in their PSR. That means when we find the profit or loss on account of sale of assets and payment of liabilities, that profit or loss is to be transferred to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Now how this account looks? This account looks like this. This is the format of account. So format of this account is this. Here, first of all, we have to transfer all the asset which we are going to realize. So for that we have to pass a entry. Realization account debit to sundry assets. To sundry assets. Remember, you should not write to sundry asset. You write separately. Say to land and building, to plant and machinery, to furniture, to debtors, to goodwill, to investment, etc. So you have to write too many twos here. I have written only to sundry asset. So first this will be done. Then all the liabilities will be transferred to this side. For that we shall write by sundry liabilities. Here also you should not write by sundry liabilities. You should write by sundry creditors, by bills payable, by bank loan, by third party loan, by outstanding liabilities, etc., etc. But I have written only by sundry liabilities. So this is our first work, to transfer all the assets to this side and all the liabilities to this side. But remember, while transferring the asset to this side, we have to transfer assets and fixed assets, debtors and fixed assets at their gross value. That means on this side we have to write 2 sundry debtors at gross value and 2 fixed assets like land and building, plant and machinery, furniture at gross value, and their provision to be written here this side. Say by provision for doubtful debts, by provision for depreciation. That means this side we have to write the gross figure of debtors and assets, and their provision, PBDD and provision for depreciation, they are to be credited to this realization account. Okay. Similarly, this side we have to write to stock, to closing stock, and if there is any stock reserve, on that closing stock, that is to be written here. So here you write the gross value of stock and here you write by stock reserve. So these three are the provisions or reserves on debtors, on fixed asset, on stock. That means when we write by PBDD, by provision for depreciation, by stock reserve, we must write fixed asset, debtors and stock this side at their gross value, not at net value. Okay. Now one more thing, when you are transferring investment to this side, suppose you are writing here two investments. So when you write two investment this side, you have to write by investment fluctuation reserve this side. Remember this is must. When investment is transferred to this side, then investment fluctuation reserve must be transferred to this side. Okay. So these are the entries regarding transfer of assets and transfer of liabilities to realization account. Now after transferring the assets and liability, we have to sell the asset. So we shall write by bank account, asset sold. Okay. You will write bank account, by bank account. Below you will write machinery, furniture, debtors, building, etc. and their value will be written in inner column and total will be taken to the outer column. Similarly, if there is any unrecorded asset and that is sold, we have to write the same thing, by bank. Here you have to write sale of unrecorded investment or sale of unrecorded furniture or sale of any other unrecorded asset. That is also to be written this side. Now if a partner takes some asset, suppose some asset is very lucrative, very attractive, one of the partner want to take the asset, then that can be taken by the partner. So for that we have to write by partners capital account asset taken. That means by A account, by B account, by C account, whatever they take. By A account say stock taken, by B account say furniture taken, by C account say machinery taken. In this way we have to write by partners capital account as asset taken by the partners. Okay. And last point I will discuss later on. Now this side, when the liabilities are paid, because liabilities have been transferred here, so we have to pay them. When liabilities are paid, we have to write to bank account, liabilities paid. That means you will write to bank account and below you write sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, and their figures will be written here in inner column and the total will be written here. Similarly, when we pay some unrecorded liability, we have to write to bank account, unrecorded liabilities paid. That means unrecorded creditors paid, unrecorded outstanding expenses paid. These are to be recorded here to bank. Then if a partner assumes some liability, that is to be written here as two partners capital. Suppose one of the partners promise that he will settle the creditors, or one of the partners agrees to settle his wife's loan or her husband's loan. In that case we have to write two partners capital account liabilities assumed, that will be written here. Similarly, when the partner is willing, partner is agreed to bear the realization expenses, then you have to write two partners capital account. Okay. Similarly, when the firm pays the expense on realization, then you have to write two bank account expenses paid by firm. Okay. And sometime when a partner agrees to do all the formalities of realization, then that partner may be entitled to get some remuneration. So for that we have to write two partners capital account remuneration payable. REM stand for remuneration payable. Now after writing these all except the last one, and after writing these all except the last one, we have to balance this account. That means total of this and total of this side should be made equal. Suppose this side total is more, then this is the balance. This balance is called gain on realization account or profit on realization, and that will be transferred to partners capital in their old ratio. So we have to write two partners capital, say A, B, C, and that is to be shared in their profit sharing ratio. Similarly, if debit side total of realization account is more than the credit side total, then balance will be here. This will be the balance. This balance is called loss on realization account. That loss will also be transferred to partners capital in the old profit sharing ratio. So we have to write by partners capital account loss transferred. Here profit transferred or gain transferred, here loss transferred. That means the balance of this account is called either realization profit or realization loss, and that is to be transferred to partners capital account, and that is to be shared among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So this is how do we prepare realization account. Now the next account is partners capital account. It is written that these are the personal accounts of partners. These are prepared to know the amount payable to or receivable from the partners. That means these accounts are prepared in columnar form. Suppose there are 3 partners, we have to maintain 3 columns, say A, B, C, and this side also A, B, C. It may be XYZ, so XYZ, XYZ. Similarly, it may be PQR, so here PQR, P rupees, Q rupees, R rupees. So they are prepared in columnar form. Why do we prepare it? To know what is due from partners or what is due to partner from the firm. Now, while preparing this capital account, we have to keep in mind one thing, that reserves, undistributed profits and realization profit are to be credited to this side. That means reserve we have to write here, workmen compensation reserve we have to write here, by undistributed profit, that means by PL account credit balance we have to write here. Similarly, undistributed losses and realization loss are debited. That means if there is any undistributed loss, that is to be written here, to undistributed loss, and if there is any realization loss, that is to be written here, to realization account, loss transferred. Okay, that means all the profits which partners are entitled, they are to be credited to their capital accounts in their ratio. Similarly, all the losses will be debited to here. But before transferring this reserve, undistributed profit, realization profit, or undistributed loss or realization loss, we have to write by balance BD. That means their opening balances. So this is the opening balances of capital, by balance BD A, B, C. Similarly, if a partner has credit balance in current account, that is to be written here, by current account. It may be A, B, C, or it may be A and B only. C may be having balance debit. So when there is credit balance in capital account, write here. And if there is debit balance in any partner's capital account, that is to be written here. So we have to write to current account, debit balance. It may be A, B, C, or it may be A, B only, or it may be B only, or it may be C only. So any partner may have any debit balance. Now after writing by balance BD, by current account to current account, we have to write all the by reserves. That means reserve given in balance sheet, that is to be shared in ratio. Workmen compensation reserve given in balance sheet, that is to be shared in ratio. Undistributed profit, that means profit and loss account credit balance given in balance sheet, that is to be shared in the ratio. Similarly, if there is any undistributed loss, that is to be shared in the ratio. So we have to write it on the debit side. Now after doing this, we have to see what was the balance of realization account, that means in account number 1, as I have discussed some time ago. Now that balance to be transferred here. This is known as by realization account, that means profit on realization or gain on realization transferred. So we have to write that profit in the profit sharing ratio A, B, C. Similarly, if there is a debit balance in the account, that is called realization loss. So that is to be transferred to this side, to realization account, loss transferred, A share, B share, C share. But before transferring this realization loss or this realization profit, we have to pass the entries for liabilities assumed by partner. So we have to write by realization account, liabilities assumed, as we have debited in the realization account. Similarly, we have to write by realization account, expenses borne, if sub partner is ready to bear the expense, that is to be written here. Similarly, we have to write by realization account, remuneration payable. Remember all these three, liabilities assumed, expenses borne by partner, remuneration payable to partner, they are coming from this realization account. See here it is written, expenses borne by partner, liabilities assumed by partner, and remuneration payable to partner. So whatever we are writing here as to capital, to capital, to capital, and the same thing should be written in the capital account as by realization, by realization, by realization. Similarly, if a partner had agreed to take some asset, then we write here by partner's capital account, asset taken in realization account, and that is to be debited to partner's capital account here, to realization account, say asset taken over. Now after passing all the entries, after writing all the entries in capital account, we have to balance this account, these 3 column and these 3 column. Now Normally the balance is this side, that means this side totals are more. This total of A, B and C is more than this side total. To make the totals equal, we have to write the balance here. That is called to bank, balance paid. This is called refund of capital to A, refund of capital to B and refund of capital to C. That means capital accounts are to be refunded. And in case if a partner has some debit balance in capital account, suppose A's column, this side total is more than this side, then balance will come here. So we shall write by bank, balance received. Okay. So if capital accounts are showing credit balances, that is to be written here, to bank, balances paid to A, to B, to C. If the capital account has debit balances, that is to be written this side, by bank account. Okay. So this is how to prepare capital account and how to close the capital account. It is written here that current account balances are also merged to capital account. Credit balance indicate the amount payable to and debit balance indicate the amount receivable, which is settled through cash bank account. That means this is called credit balance and this is called debit balance. They are to be settled by bank or to bank. Now after that, last account we need to prepare on dissolution of firm is cash account or bank account. Normally we are asked to prepare bank account. So if we prepare bank account, first of all we write to balance BD, that is opening bank balance. Or if there is bank overdraft, we have to write by balance BD, that is opening bank overdraft. And then we have to transfer cash balance to this bank account. So we will write to cash balance if any, that is to be written here. After writing this, we have to pay partner's loan. If there is in partner's loan in the balance sheet of the firm, that is to be paid directly from bank. So we shall write by partner's loan. Remember, this partner's loan cannot be transferred to capital account or to realization account. That means partner's loan is neither transferred to capital account nor to realization account. That is to be paid through bank or through cash. Now here we shall write by realization account, liabilities paid, as you have written in the first account. Similarly, here we have to write by realization account, expenses paid. If the firm pays the expenses, that is to be written here. And we have to write here to realization account, that is assets sold. Remember, this assets sold, liabilities paid, expenses paid, these are coming from this realization account. Here we are showing assets sold, assets sold. Here we are showing liabilities paid and expenses paid. So these all things are coming from this account to this account. Say liabilities paid, expenses paid and assets sold. After that, this account will be closed. Now balance of this account is transferred to capital account. That means we have to write by partners capital, credit balance paid, say by A capital, by B capital, by C capital. And remember, the total balance of this account must be equal to the total balance of this plus this plus this. This A's capital balance, B's capital balance, C's capital balance, if we add these three, that must be equal to this total. So we will write by A's capital, by B's capital, by C's capital. Similarly, in any case, if the partners capital accounts are showing any debit balance, say this is debit balance A, B, C. So the total of this plus this plus this, that means A's debit balance, B's debit balance, C's debit balance. Total of these three must also be equal to total of this bank balance. So in that case, we have to write 2 A's capital, 2 B's capital, 2 C's capital. Or sometime it may be that some partners capital accounts are showing credit balance, say A and B. So we shall write by A capital, by B capital. But C's capital is showing debit balance. So we shall write here 2 C's capital. But in any case, after writing here 2 capital or by capital, this account must be closed. That means this account should not show any balance. So this account is automatically closed. Now this is the process of preparing different accounts. That means first we shall prepare realization account. The balance of this account is called profit or loss on realization. That balance is shown here or here, and this balance is transferred to capital accounts of partner. Profit is shown here in the profit sharing ratio and loss is shown here in the profit sharing or loss sharing ratio. So after writing this account and closing this account, we have to prepare bank account. It means that we have to prepare these accounts in the same order. First you have to prepare relation account, then you have to prepare partners capital account, and at last you have to prepare bank account. In addition to these three accounts, in some cases we may be asked to prepare some special account, say partners loan account. In that case we have to prepare 4 account, or sometime 5 account, or sometime maybe 6 account. But these 3 accounts are compulsory. That means in every problem on dissolution of firm we have to prepare these 3 accounts, and we have to prepare the accounts in this order and balance them one by one. The balance of first account is transferred to second account, and the balance of second account is transferred to third account. After preparing all the 3 accounts, all the 3 accounts are closed. That means no balance will be in any account. Okay, next day we will be discussing journal entries, and that is given in your book, in your NCERT book, page number 232 to 234. Total 15 entries are given. So you must go through these 3 pages, page number 232, 233 and 234. 15 journal entries are given. That means what entries are passed on different transactions. So you must go through the entries, you must learn the entries, you must see the entries. After that we shall be trying to solve numerical sums on dissolution of firm. Thank you.